We must stop the production of new clones if we are to win this war. I am a hero of
heroic cyborg General Grievous.
Grievous is not cruel, Grievous is not malicious. Actions of Grievous are heroic as a fact. It doesn't.
Isn't it? I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Hey guys, it's General Grievous here with the Factual Clone Wars, and today on this Clone Wars Explained video, we're going to be talking about General Grievous is a hero slash pawn of a villain, and here's why. And the reason why we're going to be talking about this is because, like I said, a lot of people like to think, oh, well, Grievous is just some, in quotation, villain for following Dooku and Palpatine and all this mess, when he's really just a pawn of a villain. But for you newcomers, please always remember that Grievous is hero in Star Wars, the Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith, and that has always been proven as a fact and not my opinion. And for you returning viewers, you already know that. So let's go ahead and dive into the facts. A pawn of a villain is a hero who was used by a villain or villains to achieve a goal. The villain will often betray the hero afterwards, and the result tends to manifest as one of these outcomes. Either the villain successfully disposes the hero by killing them, or the hero manages to evade the villain clutches and fights back against the villain's scheme to make things right. General Grievous is a prime example of a pawn of a villain in Star Wars Canon, the Clone Wars TV show, and Revenge of the Sith of canon, not legends, due to he was doing heroic actions for the Confederacy, the Independent Systems, but being manipulated by Count Dooku and Darth Sidious during the war. Before the heroic general could figure out Sidious's true intentions, Sidious sent the vile Obi-Wan Kenobi to murder him, and the heroic police was disposed of. And again, that is basically just what a pawn of a villain is, and this is how it fits to General Grievous' heroic character. He is not some, in quotation, villain just because he follows Dooku and Palpatine. Dooku and Palpatine are masters of heroes, and masters of heroes are just villains who are mentors or bosses to their student who was a heroic figure, which is General Grievous in the Separatist Alliance. The Separatist Alliance are pawns of villains because their goals are heroic, and their actions are heroic. So again, the CIS and Grievous are doing heroic actions fighting for the right cause, but you only have bad guys leading the right cause because they're just using them as pawns of a villain, and just using them to do that, using them to distract so their evil plans of taking over the galaxy and destroying everybody, wiping out the Jedi villains and the heroic steps, won't be noticed. So again, that's why I keep laughing when people keep trying to say, oh, well, he's just an in-quotation villain because he follows Dooku and he's everywhere and all this stuff, and Sidious and the son of Dathomir comic and all this stuff. I'm like, Grievous doesn't know. He thinks that they're good and they're helping the heroic cause. Yes, Grievous Hero hates Dooku for what he did in the layer of Grievous, which was found out that he still didn't care for Dooku and hated him and didn't like him and basically didn't care when he died, was because he was still mad at Dooku villain for what he did in the layer of Grievous. But Grievous continued to serve him only for the heroic Separatist cause, because the Separatists are the heroes in Star Wars Canon. They're doing the heroic actions against the Jedi villains and the Republic, who are the villains who have started this war and did all these evil actions and all that stuff. Well, you can go check that video out about why the Jedi are evil, link in the card right now. But again, all that mess of, oh, he's this thing and yes, he is a pawn of a villain because he's just a hero that was used by a villain to achieve a goal, which again, he's not some villain because Grievous is doing zero evil actions. He killed zero innocents. He only did heroic actions. If you don't know why Grievous only did heroic actions in Star Wars Canon, you can go check that video out, link in the card right now. But again, you can't flip, oh, he's just some, in quotation, villain because he's following Dooku and Palpatine. I'm like, bro, the entire Separatist cause is heroic, and the entire Confederacy and Independent Systems is heroic. So again, even the definition, even on StarWars.com, shows the Separatists are heroic, even though, like I said, with the whole Lucasfilm back and forth with one minute they want to push the facts and they don't. But again, all that, I mean, it's just showing you that Grievous and the Separatists are heroes, but they're just pawns of villains because they're just getting manipulated by Dooku and Palpatine. So that's why I laugh when people first say, oh, well, Dooku is an in quotation hero because Grievous is a hero. I'm like, no, Dooku manipulated the heroic Grievous. How is that heroic if he's manipulating a hero? I'm like, Dooku also killed innocents like the Jedi. So I'm like, yes, just because he has valid points to hate the Jedi villains, which is why he left. He originally had good intentions, but once Palpatine got to him, he corrupted Dooku and made him decide to manipulate the heroic steps, because Dooku did start the CIS cause to go against the Jedi villains for their evil acts, but then he let Palpatine say, no, let's do this and manipulate them and all that so they can take over. That's why I was laughing. People keep saying Dooku, some in quotation here. I'm like, Dooku didn't even care about the heroic steps at that point because he was now manipulating them. So but yeah, anyway, that's it about the pawn of a villain. Hope you guys enjoy this and, you know, understand the facts that Grievous is here and the pawn of a villain, and not just some villain pawn because he's not doing any evil actions or villainous stuff in Star Wars, the Clone Wars of Canon, or any other material. Again, get over it. Grievous is here. That's just the facts. And we're just going to keep telling you facts and truth. But like, subscribe, share if you're new. Hope you guys checking out those new shorts. And you already know General Grievous' famous heroic quote, I've been looking forward to meeting you. And remember, I am just a hero that's sadly getting manipulated even though I don't know it. Anyway, have a good day, y'all. Always remember that Grievous is here as a fact and not an opinion. Keep it factual and keep it real, y'all. I'm out.